As humans have developed over the years, we now live in an age where everything is more accessible than ever. For example, we can laugh and mock people thousands of miles away who, without the internet, we never would have even known existed. And nothing makes me think more of this than court cams, where a camera is set up inside a courtroom and they start filming people just coping in front of the judge, saying how their game ended 15 people, and if they get let off nicely, they won't do it again. This is a collection of some of the most coping I've ever seen in my entire life, so hope you enjoy. Maybe we do a bit of court cam. What do we watch on court cam today? Top 5 outrageous outbursts? Couples in trouble. Let's give that a watch.
I like your hair today, Pyro Boy. I hope you're having a nice day.
That's an ASMR voice, but it just sounds creepy as shit.
So we can still have a chance to grow old together as husband and wife.
We head to Union, South Carolina, the sentencing of Jeremy and Christine Moody.
Why is it always in Carolina, by the way? Has anyone noticed this? You know the meme, like, what the fuck going on in Ohio? What is going on in Carolina? There's always stuff like this going on in Carolina, man.
No, they are not exchanging vows. They're already married. They're also neo-Nazis.
They're married. They're also Nazis. It's just so, like, there's no good delivery there at all. No subtlety.
After seeing his address in a sex offender state registry.
Oh, white supremacist targeted sex offender. I thought you were going to say they were. It's like just three in a row. It's like sex offender, Nazis, and married. So it's like a vigilante killing, I think. Like, you'd think it'd be a noble cause, and then you find out that they're just actually Nazis.
As did Jeremy's tattoos, including skinhead written across his neck, white power atop his head.
What's with the editing here? What are they doing, man? Thank you. I couldn't tell he was actually a racist. I couldn't tell. Thank you for flashing the white power on his head. It's almost like in America, they don't understand subtlety. So they just have to always communicate something very obvious.
The Moody's pleaded guilty to murder, kidnapping, and burglary, and are in court asking Judge Lee Alford for mercy, as well as the minimum sentence of 30 years in prison.
Right, firstly, he doesn't have Saul Goodman. It's done.
And I believe that God has forgiven me of it. Please have mercy on Christine and I.
This is like, you know, when you're like 14 and you need to do a presentation in front of the class. Your Honor, I didn't mean to kill her. I won't do it again.
The Bible clearly states thou shalt not kill. I'm sorry I broke that commandment.
The Bible said I shouldn't kill. I did. I'm sorry. They make it out like they got caught shoplifting, right? Or they stayed out past curfew. Not first-degree murder.
Please see it fit that Jeremy and I are sentenced to the same sentence of 30 years. Never kissing my husband or feeling his touch again is my very worst nightmare. Please give us the light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you.
Please give us the light at the end of the tunnel. Isn't that asking for death? She's literally asking for death there.
Justice demands a life sentence.
After hearing their sentences, the murderous couple share a final kiss before they're separated.
Oh, what the? That wasn't even a little smooch. They were like, that was tongues nearly.
Hearing their sentences,
I got a good sound file for this.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
You can see the lawyer nudge them, like, stop that. Look at the lawyer. He's nudging them, like, please stop it.
No regrets. Killing that pedophile was the best day of my life.
What about not being able to see Jeremy?
Jeremy and I have a love that will withstand this.
What about what you said in court about repenting? Is that not true then?
No, it's not true. My lawyer made me say it.
Do you have anything to say to the victim's family?
May they die also.
She says it so calmly. She says it so nicely. She's like a little dinner lady. May they die also.
we're in Ogden, Utah, for the sentencing of 41-year-old Dia Millerberg. 3 years earlier, Millerberg, her husband, and their 16-year-old babysitter, Alexis Rasmussen, were sharing alcohol, marijuana, and prescription drugs while engaging in sexual activity at the couple's home.
They've really told the guy at the court cam editing team, just get stock footage of pills.
Millerberg injected the 16-year-old with her third dose of heroin and methamphetamine,
Right.
causing an overdose.
Most normal parent. I gave my son heroin. Is that a bad thing to do? I don't know. You get high off paracetamol. Base 10-year-old.
Dia made an agreement with the prosecution to testify against her husband.
No, they
exchange for a
snitching.
reduced sentence.
They snitching on each other.
She pled
No.
guilty. Millerberg turns to face the victim's family.
You may address the audience just now.
No, no. She saw the last episode of Better Call Saul and she thought it'd work. It's not going to work.
I'm part of your family.
I can't.
It's like a YouTuber apology. She just needs like a dog. She needs to hold a dog at her chest. This is like the chat. I was thinking the YouTuber apology, but everyone in chat is saying Amber Heard. Amber Heard Tia.
So heinous and burying this young girl's body.
Whoever's running the camera in this court, they're doing a great job. You know, I can actually see like the fucking shades of color of her hair.
As for her husband, Eric Millerberg, he was convicted of child abuse homicide, obstruction of justice, unlawful sexual conduct with a minor, and abuse or desecration of a body, and was sentenced to 6 years.
6 years? What? You know what I will never understand? My dad told me this once, right? And it is so true. It's almost like the worst thing you could ever do as a crime in any country is dodge taxes.
Let him lock me up for 10 or even 20 years. I'd be happy to do it for you.
The tax man is the worst person to piss off. I swear, like, there are people that get more years in jail from tax fraud than third-degree murder. It's insane.
Next, we go inside Cuyahoga County Common Pleas Court in Cleveland, Ohio.
I thought that was George Bush. I was like, what's he doing here?
The death of her 5-year-old son, Jordan. She gave him a cold shower and put him to bed. The next day, the child was dead.
Wait,
Instead of calling 911, the couple covered the child in blankets and bags full of mothballs and buried him in their own backyard.
Oh my god. Okay, look, it's the family dog, by the way. What?
Police arrive at the home.
The side door on it is open. I'm not sure if anyone's inside.
How'd they bury the kid in the backyard though? Look, there's like apartments right behind them and shit.
Where's Jordan at?
He's with his dad.
Just checking the welfare.
She tells police Jordan.
What is with these zoom-ins? You've got like one full 4P camera footage and you're... Look at this.
It looks like a plate of oatmeal.
This is something you see in like a Mandela catalog screenshot or something.
His phone just got disconnected. He just had his phone disconnected. He's gonna be calling me.
She's just lied to police.
Hang on a minute. You can't lie on the internet. Hang on a minute. You can lie in real life, but not on the internet.
The couple enter into a plea deal. Murder charges are dropped in exchange for pleading guilty to involuntary manslaughter, felonious assault, 2 counts of child endangerment, and abuse of a corpse.
Something horrible must have happened for them to want to bury their own kid's body, though. There was definitely abuse there. And the fact that they're agreeing to this plea deal of involuntary manslaughter. Should we ever guess what the sentencing will be? The sentences are a lot more lenient than what they usually seem to be. So I think 5 years. 5 years? 2 weeks, imagine. Fucking put them in for a day. Let them out. They've had enough. I think with the amount of charges, each one is probably like 12 to 24 months. So I'm going to say 5 years. I've just noticed how morally wrong it is, basically playing with people's lives. Comment down below how many years you think he's going to get sentenced.
Total sentence of 25 years.
25?
I know as a judge, I'm not supposed to show emotion.
Can we stop with the zoom-ins? I feel like I'm watching a fucking Christopher Nolan film. Can we stop? What's her emotions right now? I can't tell. Enhance. Enhance.
Next, we go to Bakersfield, California for the sentencing of Jonathan Hearn. The 27-year-old pleaded guilty to manslaughter in the death of Robert Limon. Hearn killed the victim because he was having an affair with Limon's wife, Sabrina, and she and Hearn put a plan into action. Instead of a divorce, Hearn went to Limon's workplace, seen here in this surveillance video, and shot the father of 2. Hearn was arrested and charged with murder.
How is that manslaughter? That's murder.
Somebody that stood out to me automatically as having a real magnetic personality.
When you used the word affair, you were having sex with Miss Lamont.
She looks like the, you know, the painted lady from It? Okay, we can make the joke because she planned to kill someone.
But first, the former firefighter has a few things he'd like to say.
I'm sorry for stealing your brother, your friend. I'm so sorry.
Sigh, fake crying. I'm sorry for killing your loved one. Wipes eyebrow. Pisses self. Does a sad sigh. Farts.
Defendant Cyrus Matthews was there on misdemeanor charges stemming from a road rage case.
Is he walking? Come back! Come back! Everyone in chat just spamming walking emoji. Yeah, no, they actually don't tell you this. Only the best lawyers do. If you just walk out the courtroom and they can't charge you. Run! Run! He's doing his own little, like, Detroit Become Human, like, mashing X and stuff now.
There seems to be a moment of hesitation here on Matthews' part. We now know it's the bailiff trying to reason with him, explaining that his escape will lead to felony charges.
Yeah. Well, is he running again?
To no avail.
Why is he running? What? He was actually ready to go back in. As soon as he sees her, he bolts.
Now, the Wadsworth police take over.
That sucks, man. You made it so much worse for yourself. You made it so much worse.
Officer James Walzer's receiving updates.
Chat's just spamming the car emoji now, yeah. Oh no, he fumbled it. He fumbled the heavy rain quick time event.
Matthews has crashed into a white SUV.
No!
That's Matthews' car there.
That's the one time that they've used the zoom in through this entire video where it's actually been useful. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. What would he have got for a misdemeanor road rage? Probably community service or something, right? Like now they're gonna get you with like a vehicular manslaughter or something.
Matthews and his girlfriend are extracted by the Wadsworth Police Department and taken to the hospital. Matthews is
it's gonna be years now. It's gonna be years.
With aggravated felonious assault for injuring his girlfriend and the occupants of the other vehicle. He's sentenced to 400.
Oh, that's just over a year. Just over a year. That is such an L. Bro was gonna get 90 days, and then he bumped it up to 400. Oh, I almost feel bad for him. I almost feel bad for him. I mean, I don't, but I almost feel bad for him.
You're gonna sentence me to life? Don't give a
Riker was recently found guilty of 16 crimes against his family, including sexual assault and physical abuse of a child, as well as reckless endangerment.
I don't think you need to add reckless endangerment if you're going to list all the stuff above. He killed someone. He was also kind of a bad person. What is this? This is like Bane.
Detonating several pipe bombs in Utah.
What? Pipe bombs as well? What? This is like The Incredibles or something.
stupid
That poor lawyer over there, he must just think, I have got the worst client in history. There is no way I'm getting a win out of this.
I got your address, Wayne Merrick. I got your home address. I got address. I got address. And I'm having you all killed.
There's just something really comedic about that zoom in at the end, like with that music.
Having you all killed.
Members of the prosecution team.
She does not look happy. Like, she looks so miserable, even though this is probably the easiest case she's ever going to win in her life.
Riker didn't appear at his own sentencing, which would have really given him something to scream about. He was sentenced to 200 years in a state prison. 200
years. That is just comedically bad. What the judge should have done as the ultimate troll is give him 200 years, but the chance for parole after 199 years.
The 34-year-old Florida rock musician was charged with petty theft and damage to property for allegedly trying to steal nutritional supplements from a store.
So he tried to steal protein powder for his gains. Great.
Turn on the mic, please, somebody. Why do they keep...
Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
You know me, don't you?
No.
I was going to pick up my scripts. They said it was a 45-minute wait for some reason. I'm walking around shopping. I go to the bathroom to take a piss and wash my hands.
And there's this bald guy with cancer, and he's like punching the hand dryer over and over. You know, I've literally just realized right now, I've watched this before. I've just realized this now. Chris Chan court case. Chris Chan. Yeah, no, there's no court. There's no court case. It's just all good.
What the hell is wrong with you? We're a family! Put your dick away, Walter.